If you stumbled onto this video, well, you might think I'm crazy, but if you don't, you might think I'm cool. Who knows? Anyways, here's my trains of thought. I fell down the rabbit hole when I was like 8 or 9. I was sitting in class and my teacher was showing us pictures of the pyramids. And she quoted how many tons each block weighed, an ungodly amount. There's evidence today that they weren't actually moved as whole blocks, that they were poured as a limestone type of concrete. And there's evidence of that. If you listen to Graham Hancock's books, Fingerprints, Magicians of the Gods, and some of his other ones, he goes over some of that stuff in there, and you can find it other places on the internet. It's not all crazy kook theory, but some of it starts off as that. So anyways, I fell down the rabbit hole when I was 8. I thought to myself, how did they move those? And I thought maybe aliens, but no, there's a more mundane answer for the pyramids. We did that, maybe there was extraterrestrial help in us getting math and sciences, but concrete's relatively simple. We crushed it, we pulverized it, we moved the dust, we mixed it with water and maybe ammonia, because ammonia helps things dry quicker. You put it in paints and whatnot. And then in 1994, I think it was, I came home from work one night. I was working part-time after school in a pawn shop, and there was a special on Fox News. It was like at 10 in the evening, and it showed the hieroglyphs in the Great Pyramid, or one of them there in Giza, of it looked like alien spacecraft and helicopters. It looked like, it wasn't just one, it was like several, 5 or 6 in one little spot. I could see one maybe looking like something, mundane that we've made, or like an aircraft we made by accident, or maybe by design, or maybe by, an artist's expression. But there's multiple there. Google it. Google aircraft hieroglyphs. Okay, so that kind of set me on that path, and over the years I'd follow things like Bob Lazar, and admittingly there's some crazy stuff out there, like the pyramids were built to land UFOs on, but why? Why would they need a place like that to land a UFO? They could fly their craft from galaxy to galaxy, or solar system to solar system, through light years and light years of space, but they need a pyramid to land on? Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Precession of the equinoxes is probably it. Maybe a marker. We go through these movements, celestial movements, and things shift on Earth, and it was to track that, or maybe it was to mark a period of time. Maybe it was from when the Great American Ice Sheets were, smashed 12,600 years ago. Now, there's some new stuff coming out. They're gonna release some stuff. The CIA, and then what else was it? The Department of the Pentagon. Yeah, sorry, the Pentagon. So they're going to release this stuff, and they're going to tell us what these UFOs are. But there's a lot of stuff in the news downplaying it right now, saying, it could just be a foreign government. We don't know what they are. It might just be a lighting phenomenon, these recent ones. Well, what about the ones 50 years ago, or in Roswell? All of a sudden we get Roswell crashed aircraft, and now we have computers not too far after that. Think about it. We're not too far off from just having horse and buggies 150, 200 years ago. Technology really hadn't changed much in 2,000 years. Now all of a sudden, we can fly. We can go to the moon. We can do these amazing things. Really amazing things. Pat yourself on the back, humanity. I mean, yeah, granted, a lot of the progress comes from wars. That sucks. But in peace times, which is, quite most of the time for us here in the U.S., we just reap the benefits. Like it or not, we reap the benefits. What else? So anyways, I don't think that the UFO stuff they're going to give us is going to be the best of it. I think they're going to downplay it, or false flag it, or feed it slowly, trickle it to us so we don't panic because they don't think we can handle it. Maybe some people can, maybe some people can. It is what it is. But I think I'm pretty sure that there are aliens here, but there's also some other weird stuff. The Nazis had UFO type technology, supposedly. Look up who was it? Lieutenant Colonel Byrd, General Byrd, is that who he was? 1947, took a contingent, like 5,000 men, aircraft carrier, and a bunch of ships and icebreakers to Antarctica, and he got his ass handed to him somehow, I guess. They didn't say what it was from. Some things just say that they had a hard time, but other reports say they got in some fights. The Nazis supposedly went there. The Nazis had the Nazi Bell program. We had the Foo Fighters during World War II. There's just so many unanswered questions, and we get tiny bits fed to us. Annie Jacobson, she's an author that I like. I've listened to 4 of her books. Annie Jacobson on Audible. Or if you want to read them, I'm sure you can get them in paperback. So she did the research, and she put out the books on Operation Paperclip, on Area 51, DARPA, the CIA and their technology, and they're all intertwined. We got our rocket program jump-started from Nazis. That's what happened. It's a fact. Werner von Braun, head NASA Nazi aeronautics engineer, or rocket engineer, whatever you want to call him. He came from Operation Paperclip. He was brought over here. He says he wasn't a hardcore Nazi. Maybe he wasn't. A lot of them probably weren't. But you know what? It is what it is. We needed the rockets. They benefited mankind. We got them. We can't change it. I'm not saying, do it again. I'm saying we can't change it. The people in control are going to do what they do. So, take that and run with it. UFOs are here. They're not going anywhere. UAPs, they call them to unidentified aerial phenomenon. And I know this last 5-6 minutes has just been jumbled with a lot of stuff. There's so many things. It's just racing. And I didn't even know I was going to talk about this. For all I know, this video will be on YouTube for a decade, and a handful of people listen to it. I want to make more videos, and I want to get into content creation. I want to do a lot of things. But if you find this and maybe you want to chat, come find me on PlayStation. PlayStation Network name is Lord Guns. I'm on the Xbox at Junry Guns, JUNRYGUNS1, and I'm on Steam at M Walker World. Have a good one. Have a good night. Jump down that hole.